I'm still working on the base, so I haven't done any more to the aircraft. I think I mentioned on that new build I've started, the U2, that I want to catch up on the base. Otherwise, if I finish the aircraft, I'll probably start losing interest. So if I keep up on the base, I can then I'll book into painting. So I've got the Marsden matting down. I did go a bit skew with because it started to bow. I glued it, put ply on it and packed a heap of weight on it to keep it flat until it dried. So it was somewhere like that. I did print more because I had to, but I used what I had. So at some stage when I've put the ply on and put the weight on, a couple of them shifted, but I'm not pulling it up and doing it again. I'm just going with that. I realised the actual Marsden matting was probably interlinked in reality, but this will do my display finally. I've done my palm trees, so I printed up with a filament printer the trunks, painted them up, so I primed them black and I just hand brush with AK 3rd gen acrylics. And the leaves, where do I put that? So instead of cheaping out on the old feathers like I've been doing, I bought, so this is it's reality in scale, and this pack was palm leaves type 2, so that's this one. It's vinyl, so it's let's have a look. Sorry if I've already shown this, I don't remember. So they're pre-cut, and you just have to peel away the excess on the outer of it. They're not hard to peel. I thought, oh, here we go, this is going to take hours, but if you start on the end, you hold the middle with tweezers and gently pull, it just pulls it away. So I did it really quick. And the other ones for the smaller 2-trunk palm tree is actually, believe it or not, Verlinden. And I just bought these on eBay, so must be still a bit of gear kicking around. I'm pretty sure Verlinden aren't around anymore, but I may be wrong. So I bought them, so they're obviously photo etched brass, so I airbrushed the leaves with the whatever colours you want, takes your fancy, and super glued them on to the trunk. So the tops of the trees I mix up some what's it called, I can never remember, AK green powder, so it's 2-part putty, so you mix it up till it turns green, so you know it's mixed. And I just make up a shape for the top of the tree, because the filament file for the trunk just finishes off the same as that, flat. It needs something on the top. So now I'm going to paint the Marsden matting. So what I'll do is I'll prime it black, paint it a red brown colour, and I'll probably come in again with AK 3rd gens and a bit of sponge or something, and just randomly different colours just to mix it up so it's not all one monotone colour, otherwise it'll look a bit funny being all one colour. And for the dirt, instead of mixing, wait one moment, I should have had this here ready to go. I forgot I had it. I'm just going to use light earth terrain. It's pretty light. When it dries, I'm probably going to airbrush it or use oil or something to darken some areas up, because it being, I was thinking maybe a sandy colour, which that is, but it wouldn't really be sand. It'd be some sort of earth on an airstrip. Well, I may be wrong, but anyway, that's what I bought to do the job. And I've masked this off with just some freezer bags, because knowing myself, I will overspray over my artwork on the cover of the box. So I'll move along. Alrighty, so I've got some preparation on the underside ready for the blue. So, being a larger model, I've broken it up with some, so I've used the old 3M scourer, split it apart, sprayed white over the, so I primed it in grey, went over it in white, and because I'm doing blue on the underside, it's RAAF sky blue. It is extremely light blue. It's almost, you'd almost mistake it when if you didn't know the RAAF used blue, you'd think it was white. So because that's so light, I've pre-shaded with a grey, because black would take too long to cover it, and I don't want to lose the other effect of the splatter I've done. So I'm going to do the blue mask, then I'll be able to mask that off after I give it a gloss clear, and then I'll do the upper camouflage. So this aircraft has no roundels on the underside. So it's just got the upper wing ones and the fuselage roundels. All that I will paint. I'll probably use the decals for the serial number and the aircraft ID, because I'm just being lazy and I don't want to use my silhouette cutter. Plus also the colours are right for them, so I don't have to guess what colours I'm mixing up. So once that's clear coated, I can mask off and spray the inner flap area off with the interior green. I've lost my actuator again. Well, not again. First time I've lost it, now I can't find it. And I don't know where I bumped it off, whether it was here or down in my spray booth. And I've been crawling around the ground everywhere looking for it, and I can't find it, so I shall be making one up by the looks of it. Painful. So the camouflage, it's unique, as in, so around the fuselage roundel, you've got the RAAF Earth brown that's fresh. So for the rest of the aircraft, I will fade, add white or buff, I haven't decided yet, to this, my mix, to spray the camouflage, and I'll use this colour from the bottle to do the around the roundel. And of course the other unique colour the Aussies used was foliage green, and I don't know these days, but years ago I was the only other manufacturer that I knew made foliage green was Life Colour, I think, is that what they're called? But I could never get it to friggin' spray out of my airbrush. It's painful paint. So thankfully these guys came along and do all the RAAF colours. I still got it's hard to mix this one. It's stubborn to get that off the bottom. Alright, let me move this for a second without breaking it. Yeah. So I've finished painting up the Marsden matting. So I mixed red brown with German grey for a base coat, and then I've a bit of sponge. So I just ripped a bit of sponge off, but I just used like a chipping technique with I can't remember now. I put them away. I think I used red brown. I used a light rust colour and a grey, just randomly chipped over it just to break up the uniformity of the base colour. And these have been glued on with white glue. So shortly I'm going to apply this light earth. So in theory it's an acrylic paste. I should be able to put it over this to get it down in the holes and those gaps that I created when they slid when I put the weight on them. And I should be able to clean it off with probably some whatever, paper towel and water, or just to keep the surface clear but get some of that dirt in down those holes. That's my theory anyway. I'll see what happens. Well, when things go wrong, this stuff did not work. I have used it before on different things, but oh man, nightmare. So I put it on there to start with, flattened it over, smoothed it out, tried to wipe it back, wouldn't wipe back, it just wouldn't come off. So I scrubbed it, pretty much I scrubbed it back that much, wiped it back, I've taken the paint off. So now I've got to paint that again, which is going to be very difficult now because I don't want to paint dirt. And the rest of it, it's been drying overnight and now it's all cracked. And I threw, or sprinkled and throw my own like dirt from the yard in it because it was just too light for what I wanted really. But so now I've got to fix that as well. So I'm going to have to mix some plaster of Paris, a bit of sand, and try and fix that up. So basically I'm just doing it all over again. What a pain. So I can't really recommend this stuff. I should have just did it myself. I thought, oh, I'm going to buy this, it'll save me heaps of time. Well, now I'm doing things twice. That's not saving time, that's just bloody painful. And it does say you can use it thin or thick layers. Well, here is no thicker than 5mm, be 5mm or less, so that's not that thick. So that's very disappointing, and lesson learned. Next time I'll just make my own mix. So now I've got to fix that. Alright. The aircraft. I've got the underside colour on. How's that showing it? So I've kept it dirty looking, which is why I did all the previous effects. It is extremely very, very, very light blue. It's even here to me now, it doesn't look blue to me, it looks white or a very light grey, but that's the colour, so that's what it is. And you can see I've masked off and painted in the interior green for the flap area, but I'm happy with how it's turned out. So keep that previous splatter effect and everything in there, make it look well used. So I might be able to do it for a few days now because I'm going back to work. So, but I'll use some big blob of white tack. I roll a white tack worm to make the demarcation on the nose, and back here is straight, so I can just use tape, or I might use the worm as well because it'll make it a bit softer edge, a bit feathered. You got the squiggly line and the straight line, and I'll start on the upper camouflage in a few days.